This video is brought to you by Gravstar Pro Sirius Earbuds.
What's up, man?
Nothing.
No, go ahead.
Well, I have a question, but it's a stupid question.
There are no stupid questions.
Okay. Who do you think would win in a fight? Sandy Cheeks or Patrick Star?
Who's that?
From SpongeBob.
Oh. Okay, there's no stupid questions, but there are a lot of inquisitive idiots.
Really?
You're right. I'm sorry. Of the two, I'm gonna say Sandy Cheeks.
Seriously, I think it would be Patrick. He's got her on weight.
Well, yeah, he might have her on weight, but I think she looks like she could brawl.
Interesting. I guess we'll never know.
Full transparency. It would be incredibly easy for me to sit here and tell you all of the things that I like about these headphones and not tell you any of the things that I don't like about these headphones. And then you could use the link in the description down below, buy the headphones, and you would be supporting the channel. I don't feel comfortable with doing that, though. I always want to be completely transparent and upfront and honest with the audience here, with you, because I think that that's very, very important to me. So I am going to tell you the things that I like about these, and I'm going to tell you the things that I don't like about them, and you can make a decision yourself whether or not you want to check them out. First, let's talk about the things that I like. This case, this sci-fi design case, is ridiculously cool looking. I mean, look at that. You can even use this opening right here to open up like a bottle, like it's a bottle opener. And you can push the button in order to open that up, and then you can get the headphones out on the top. And they are magnetically sealed in there, which is really, really cool. I'm a fan of the design. I'm also a fan of the build quality. This is built like a truck. I think I didn't try this, but I think I could drive over this with a car and they'd be fine. I wouldn't recommend it, but I think I could. And that's really good. They're very comfortable when you put them in your ears. I think that they sound really good. I sent an email to Gravstar and I said, look, I'll still do the video if you want, but I'm going to talk about all the things that I don't like. And they said, you know what? Go ahead and tell people the things that you don't like. So good on them for letting, for being cool with me doing that. When you open this up and then you want to reach and grab these, I have trouble getting them out of there. You got to be very gentle, and then you can just lift them out. But it's kind of frustrating, and trying to get them out is a little infuriating to me. I said that to them, and they said, look, the ones that we shipped you are pre-production. We're going to take this into account, and we're changing the texture. Or I think they said that they're changing the surface. They're adjusting the surface. I don't know what that means, but they said basically that they're going to make it easier for you to get the headphones out. That's what I don't like about them. I still think they're really cool, and I'm glad that I have them. So you can make the decision yourself. There's a link in the description down below, and if you buy them using my link, you'll be supporting the channel. Finally, after all these years, we're going to have an answer to the questions that absolutely nobody has been looking for an answer for. Who would win in a fight, SpongeBob or Raptor? Would it be CatDog or Aaahh? Would it be April O'Neil or Powdered Toast Man, who I don't even know who that is? Ridiculousness aside, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is really cool. It's not Smash Brothers, but okay, I was about to say it's not trying to be Smash Brothers, but it's obviously trying to be Smash Brothers. You look at what Smash Brothers has become, and it's become this weird celebration of gaming where you have franchises from all different publishers and developers and platforms all together on Nintendo's platform in this ridiculous, super high quality and polished, wonderful example of a fighting game. Although some people will say that Smash is not a fighting game, it's a party game. Whatever, I'm not going to argue with you. For me, it's a fighting game, and it's my favorite fighting game. So when I saw that Nickelodeon was doing their version of Smash, starring characters like the Ninja Turtles and Raptar and Cat Dog and Ren and Stimpy, I said, okay, well, that's definitely something that I want to check out. And I got a review copy. So big thanks to the publisher for sending me a review copy to try this game out. It's on a bunch of different platforms. I'm playing it on my Xbox Series X. And I have to say, it does not have the polish of Smash Brothers. Without a doubt, it's less than. But it's zany, it's fun, and it answers those weird questions. Who would win in a fight, Sandy Cheeks or Patrick Star? And the answer, I mean, I don't know. It depends on who's playing, I guess. It's really, really cool. Their roster's not nearly as deep. You look at Smash Brothers, it's got a super deep roster of 89 friggin' characters that you can choose between. This one doesn't have nearly as many characters, but it's got a lot of charm, and there's a lot of deep cuts there for people who are fans of, I would say, like 90s cartoons. There are some characters in this game where I saw them and I was like, I don't know who that is. Like, I recognized a majority of the characters, but a lot of them I was just like, who's that? I have no idea. And I still don't know who they are, and that's okay. Feel free to let me know who each character is from in the comment section down below. But the game is fun. If you've never played Smash Brothers, and if you don't have a Nintendo system, you probably haven't, then here's the way it works. It's a fighting game with very, very simple controls. You have three kinds of attacks, and depending on which direction you're pushing when you hit those attacks, different things are going to happen. Now, this game works exactly the same way. You've got your A button, your B button, and your X button. The A and the X button will do certain things depending on which direction that you push the left stick when you push it. And then the B button you can just ignore if you want, and instead use the right stick as your input for that B button. It works really, really well. It's a tried and true example of how you can have a game that is very competitive and definitely takes skill, but doesn't require you to put it to deal with complicated input mechanics. Which, that's the thing about Smash Brothers that I was always a huge fan of. I didn't have to worry about, okay, this move is quarter circle forward, and then this other move is quarter circle back, and then half circle forward, and then this, and you just don't have to know any of that. It's really more about knowing how your character, like how far their attacks can reach, and how far your opponent's attacks can reach, and what you want to use in certain situations. Now, most fighting games work where you have to basically try and whittle down their health bar over time. That's not how this game works. That's not how Smash works either. Basically, the way it works is you want to knock the opponent off of the platform. And as you land hits on them, they take damage in the form of a percentage. The higher the percentage, the further you get knocked back when you get hit by an attack. Now, some characters are going to be heavy, meaning they don't get knocked back as far. Some characters will be light, meaning that they will get knocked back further. But there's this really cool balance between the lights and the heavies, and how it all works. And I have to say, at first, when I first loaded it up, I was struggling. I was struggling to enjoy myself. I tried a couple of different characters, and it wasn't until I landed on Cat Dog, who really kind of resonated with me. And that's the way that it's going to be with these kind of games. You look at Smash Brothers with its roster of 89 characters, and sure enough, there's something there for everybody. I still think that in Nickelodeon Brawl Stars, there's something there for everybody. Obviously, you don't have clearly the breadth of choices in this particular game, but there is something there for everybody. The levels are really, really cool. I think my favorite level in the game that I've played so far is this one. It's the Ren and Stimpy one where they have a bunch of floating debris, and it's platforms that you have to stand on, which means there's a lot of empty space between them where you can get knocked down. Now, when you stand on one of these platforms, it starts to sink down, and so you can't stand on it for a really, really long period of time. The whole level tends to pan from left to right, and then when it gets to the end, it turns around and goes back the other direction. So, in addition to trying to knock the other player off of the stage, you also have to worry about, okay, I have to keep up with the camera as it pans. Overall, if you don't have a Nintendo Switch and you don't have access to Smash Brothers, this is absolutely something that you should pick up. It's not as polished as Smash Brothers, but it also has characters that Smash Brothers doesn't have. And if you want to play a game where you've got Helga going up against SpongeBob, well, this is the only way that you can do that. And I think that it's really fun. So as of this recording, it's $50, but it's 20% off for, I think, the next couple of days. And that would be $40. Whereas Smash Brothers is $60. And if you don't have a Switch, then it's really $360, depending on which Nintendo Switch you end up getting. This is a really fun game. And if you haven't checked it out, you should. I do think that this game would be very well served for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl to have a demo, because there's going to be people who look at this and they say, "Oh, it's a Smash ripoff. I'll just play Smash," and ignore it. And I don't think that that's really fair to the game, because it is fun. Does it rip off Smash's mechanics? Absolutely, but lots of other fighting games do as well. And all fighting games are derivative of each other. That's just the way it works. So definitely check this one out. I had a fun time with it, and I think that you will too. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all on the next one. Stay awesome, everybody.
Play nice. 3,